to West Columbia County, one of the things we're excited about is thanks to Congregational Development, we'll be able to purchase a piece of property there. There will be a place. People will be able to associate a fixed place with a congregation and see its development.
One of the things that we learned about when we were coming through the New Church Leadership Academy was about starting strong. And so we've invited a large number of people from Wesley to be pioneers, to go west into a new part of our community, to launch out and invite their friends and neighbors to be a part of this new campus that we're launching. It's a new mission opportunity for them to reach their neighbors and to be pioneers in our community.
And I'm excited about that, to have the opportunity to come and to be a part of a healthy and growing church that's impacting its community, and now taking that one step further and going to a new place where new families and schools will be located, where lives will be impacted in powerful ways. There's seldom opportunity to go and to be on the ground floor of something that's just happening. And to come into this next chapter of Wesley's life and history and ministry is a privilege and honor, and we're just excited about what's going to be happening as we work together.
And so what we hope to take is not simply a site, but the DNA of our congregation that has served so well the people of Columbia County, and we think the conference, and now place it over in the west portion of Columbia County, about 6 miles away.
Sheets, and I began attending Impact Church in the beginning of 2006, and so now as we are approaching and are actually in our 10-year mark, Impact has been growing so tremendously that now we have secured a second campus, formerly known as East Point United Methodist Church, inside of East Point on Main Street. And at Impact on Main, things have been going tremendously well. From planning center to pro presenter, we're just putting on the very best experience, because that is what we have been called to do. It's just so positive and it's powerful, and it gives me, not only as an engineer, but just overall as a believer of Christ, to never give up. And therefore my faith is continuing, not to only see that God is in me and you, but God is in the city.
We have actually merged, and we call ourselves Covenant United Methodist Church, and we're looking for a new location to have a high visibility. A lot of us are very excited about growing the church, getting young people in, getting programs for the young people. As the merged congregation, I love everybody. Everybody gets along great. I'm looking forward to having a lot more Sunday school space, bigger sanctuary, and have room for more programs, and get new people in. God will lead us.
This past Palm Sunday, I actually celebrated my baptism, and in August I found out that I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and so that all kind of happened when I was still a brand new member. And throughout the whole process, everyone kept telling me, "We're praying for you," and I would get home visits and cards when I was recovering from my surgery, and even afterwards, people are still super supportive of me and how far I've come with that. And so when it was announced that this other congregation is going to be joining in, it was new and exciting for me, and I would just kind of sat back and enjoyed it and was there to experience that first official day.
This was a seed that God has planted for us, and God gave us this gift and this opportunity to move on and to be a better church, not necessarily bigger, because the bigger isn't always better, but to be a better church and to come together. And they really embraced that.
We started kind of throwing the idea out there. Is this something that we thought might be a feasible idea? What we wanted to do was create something that could not be created with the churches individually, that we could only create something fabulous, a new church with our congregations together.
What's happening now is an interesting future. We've gotten to the point where we are all together as two congregations in one space, trying to become one congregation, and this is when the hard work begins. This is the part of the marriage where the honeymoon's over and we have to live with each other now. And there's some rough spots coming along. You can see them, you can feel them. There's a little culture clash that is not unusual, but it feels as if we're moving towards solution rather than just throwing up the problem and saying, oh my, I don't know what to do with this.
We really want to reach out to those folks within our neighborhood who are maybe the unchurched. And we really are excited to share it with them.
There is no one like our God.
The property's on Atlanta Highway and Craft Road, just to the east of Statham and a little bit west of Bogart. And it's situated right on the edge of what we determined was probably our highest growth rate in the district. We've been very active working with both the possibility of new church facilities or new church plants, as well as growth projects within existing churches. And the long term, we see continued growth along 316, and it seems to be coming at us from both directions. Athens coming out this way, and the Atlanta spread continuing to sneak up on us from the other direction, and that produces growth in the center. If you look at the number of unchurched people out there, and we're in a growth area, there's room for all of us. And it's what we do with the facilities once we build them, that they're just a building. The real church is the people inside it, and you want to get the building in the right place so you can attract the most folks to the inside.